it creates the most destabilization. Of course, Turkey is another one. But really, that's it. And yet there's never any real terror attacks against them. Never terror attacks against their embassies, wherever they are in the world. Doesn't happen. So we have to ask ourselves the question, why? Because the war on terror doesn't really exist, unless it is created or co-created. And that's the bottom line. And I think, again, as we round it off here into positive notes, I think if we can not give it a whole lot of attention, and I did it today only because, we've got to break these things down. We just got to break it down, and move on. Break it down and move on, break it down and move on. That's it. But if we need to not give it so much attention, which is unfortunate because, again, they've created this whole quote-unquote Islamic monster. And some of it, in terms of people who are dedicated jihadists and Shia Muslims, they're very real. They're very real, and they've been shipping them into Northern Europe and been making a mess in Northern Europe, and this is true. Sweden is gone. Merkel bringing in 250,000 more by the end of the year. I mean, my God. And so we have some reality that has been created for us. But for all intents and purposes, this other stuff, we just need to not feed the beast. Divest your emotional investment in a lot of these events. See it, speak truth to power, and move on. So here we are at the beginning of spring in the Northern Hemisphere, the birth of the astrological new year. To our friends in the Southern Hemisphere, the season of reaping, the season of harvest and abundance, and we wish you nothing but the best and most blessed for your harvest season. And for us up here, it is a time for rebirth. It's time to engage in areas of your life that are important, where you feel impassioned, where you can direct your will without processing too much. You just do it. That is the nature of Aries. That is the nature of the time. Just do it. All right, we'll be back tomorrow with the Friday Farcast. But for today, this has been your 15 Minutes of Flame. I'm Robert Phoenix. Have a wonderful day.